Grande's trainer, Harley Pasternak, says the pop star is all about balance when it comes to her fitness routine. Ariana Grande totally made it rain on the stage with Lady Gaga during their 2020 MTV Video Music Awards (VMAs) performance last weekend. Ahead of the performance, Grande teased fans with Instagram photos of her rehearsing and getting ready for the big night. In one photo, she showed off her booty gains while wearing a sequin face mask and Alo Yoga's Wild Thing bra, paired with the brand's high-waist Alisoft Flow leggings. Following Grande's performance, Shape caught up with the pop star's trainer, Harley Pasternak, to find out how she prepared. Turns out, the singer is all about keeping things simple and consistent, says Pasternak. In fact, Grande didn't really need to step anything up for the VMAs, explains the trainer. I've had clients who would go all out to prep for a performance or a role, he says. But once they're done, they just let it all go because they feel like they don't need to stay in shape until another project comes up. Grande, on the other hand, consistently sticks to a healthy lifestyle, regardless of what her schedule looks like, says Pasternak. She's not about going to any extremes, he notes. She isn't worried about doing anything that's not sustainable. As long as she moves every day, eats well, and does some strength training, she's of the mindset that the rest will take care of itself. In terms of her diet, Pasternak says Grande is keen on sticking with healthy, balanced meals on the reg. No matter what your workout routine is, if you're eating poorly, it's all for naught, he explains. Ariana loves soups, smoothies, and salads, which are all great foods for anyone who is short on time. She gets a lot of her recipes from Pasternak's The Body Reset Diet Cookbook, which has over 150 healthy recipes, adds the trainer. Most people's excuse for not eating healthy is that they don't have the time or they don't know how to cook an elaborate meal, explains Pasternak. Soups, smoothies, and salads don't really require a lot of effort. They're a great way to take the guesswork out of cooking and make eating healthy simple. As for exercise, depending on Pasternak's and Grande's schedules, the duo trains together 3 times a week for 30 to 45-minute sessions, shares Pasternak. Other times I'll give her exercises to do at home on her own, he adds. She also hits her steps every day and has done a really great job of finding balance and moderation when it comes to staying in shape. When it comes to maintaining a strong lower body, Grande swears by 5 simple moves, or, as Pasternak calls them, the Fantastic 5. Together, these are the 5 moves that really help round out the lower body, says Pasternak. Below, Pasternak breaks down each exercise, including the muscles they target and how you can replicate Grande's workouts at home. He recommends doing these exercises in a circuit once or twice a week, aiming for 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps for each exercise, depending on your fitness level. 1. Curtsy Lunge. Pasternak says he loves curtsy lunges because they help you hit multiple muscle groups in one exercise. Unlike a regular reverse lunge, which primarily targets your glutes and quads, a curtsy lunge brings hip muscles into play as well, thanks to the backward crossover motion of lowering into the curtsy lunge. 2. Staggered Stance Deadlift. A staggered stance deadlift, or as Pasternak calls them, kickstand deadlifts, will really torch your hamstrings and glutes, says the trainer. Similar to a Romanian or straight-leg deadlift, in which both your feet are planted on the ground, a staggered stance deadlift requires you to press your hips back as you hinge at the waist. The only difference in a staggered stance deadlift is that one of your legs is slightly bent, balancing on the toes of that foot, so most of the work is happening in the opposite leg. You can perform this move with or without weights, and it's a great way to modify a single leg deadlift, says Pasternak. 3. Abductor Plank. This side plank variation targets not only your core, but also your adductor muscles, which run from the pubic bone to the femur along the inside of your legs. To perform this move, you'll need a chair, bench, or any solid, stable surface that's about 16 inches off the ground, suggests Pasternak. This move is intense, and you should really feel it in your inner thigh muscles, explains. 4. Active Clamshell. Unlike a regular clamshell, in which you're lying on your side for the entire exercise, an active clamshell requires you to lift your hips off the ground as you raise the top leg. In addition to targeting your glutes, this move helps strengthen your hips and improves muscle definition in the lower body, says Pasternak. You can also add a mini resistance band to really test your hip strength in this workout. 5. The Harley. The Harley is Pasternak's signature move, says the trainer. For the uninitiated, the Harley is essentially a combo of glute bridges and lying triceps extensions. The 2-in-1 exercise targets the arms, butt, and core all at the same time. To break it down further, the glute bridge hits the glutes and lower back, while the triceps extension works, you guessed it, the triceps, which is especially great for improving posture, says Pasternak.